today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. Maybe. By about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Hurts to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Back to the running game with Swift. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to... convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. On the option to give to Swift here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. So a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 9 carries, 56 yards.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
And Debo going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The Niners at 9-2 to start play. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 5. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He's going to use his legs here. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Now Samuel. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Second down and 6 now from the 26. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down. Play action. Now Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Albert O, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's Purdy. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They go play action here. Purdy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Oh, what a catch here by Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Purdy now to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Purdy now on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A second down throw for Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the... Contact brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Third down and 6. Back to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. 25 yards that time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Here's Swift. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go option right on second and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But
under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Nick Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Purdy off the play fake. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 72 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down. Here's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Purdy looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Hurts fumbles it. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Here's 1st down.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Elliott now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Now 2nd and 4. Here's Purdy.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody.
2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had some...
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashaun Gibson.
And the Niners are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit. Those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal coming back the other way.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 84 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie.
3rd and 5. Now it's Purdy's turn in overtime. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it